Hello, Cancer, and I hope that you are well. Today, we're going to be looking into your 2025. We're going to be looking at the main energies of your year and if there are going to be any significant events. So, we're going to be starting with these pre shuffled oracle cards, starting with risk management. You demonstrate wise risk management in your career, balancing opportunities and challenges. Strategic decisions are propelling you towards success. Nice. Then we have teamwork. Collaboration and teamwork are key to achieving your goals. You work well with others, respecting and supporting each other. Then here we have triumph of lies with number 1. And then we have bride in a cage with number 21, breaks down into a 3. So what I'm sensing more than anything is you ripping apart, basically getting rid of an old mindset. I feel like this kind of mindset that you've been having for so long has been quite limiting, both when it comes to your career, when it comes to your relationships, and when it comes to life in general. So I feel like you're actually going to be breaking away from this cage. You're going to be, trying to do more. I feel like you're going to be taking more risks and you're going to be putting yourself in situations that will actually allow you to grow and that will allow you to develop skills that you have been wanting to develop for a very long time, but that you were trying to develop them while staying in your comfort zone. And now you're realizing that that mindset, that voice that was telling you to not do more is, and that was actually convincing you that what you were doing was just enough. You're going to realize that that was your own comfort zone. That was like the devil on your shoulder telling you to not do more and that you were doing, good. When in reality, I feel like you've always felt like as if there was something missing. I feel like maybe you have been feeling as well like a lion in a cage because you've been having all of this energy that is just all of this pent up energy, and like you never really managed to let it out properly. And that is because life and your potential, they're calling you to do more, because you can be so much more. You can be, you can achieve much more than what you have already achieved. And so what I'm getting is that this year there's going to be a complete release of all of these patterns. Maybe there has been some feel of failure as well in the mix. There has been some anxiety. There has been all of these things. And I feel like this year you're going to be even more willing to leave it all behind. It could be that you're also going to maybe go to do some therapy as well, but I feel like you're also going to ask for help, so you can start evolving basically into the version of yourself that you want to be. So we're going to be putting this aside. We're going to pull some tarot. So let's see for Cancer's 2025. Okay, so here we have the 9 of Wands. Here we have the Page of Cups. Here we have the 2 of Wands. We have the King of Cups. And here we have the 10 of Wands. Exactly. So starting out with this 9 of Wands, I am seeing here that you are going to be facing yourself, facing your shadows, facing your demons. You're finally going to, have the courage to really stand up to yourself and stand up to all of the things that have, kept you from blossoming, basically. And you know very well that those things, the majority of those things, they come from within yourself. Obviously, there are things in your life that I believe, situations and people, that they could basically go because they have been picked out of comfort rather than challenge, basically. Challenge in a good way, obviously. It doesn't have to be, in God knows what kind of way, but yeah. So what I'm getting is that you also have all of this creativity inside of yourself. I feel like you might have a lot of business ideas that you know that they could actually bring a lot of stuff if you just were to create a steady plan and then follow it. Things that you're very passionate about, but you know that the journey ahead is it's uphill. Of course, the road to success is always uphill, basically, and nobody can change that. It is what it is. So I feel like even though you know that is going to be uphill, this comfort zone has always kept you with doing the bare minimum, or perhaps starting and then never finishing, starting and never even getting halfway. So I feel like maybe you're going to learn how to be a little bit less emotional and do things because you have to do them. So it's like getting up in the morning and saying, well, I'm lazy, I'm tired, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm not going to do this thing today. I feel like you're going to learn how to put these things aside and do what you have to do, because motivation lasts very little. And then afterwards, that's when discipline kicks in. Nobody can be motivated 24/7 all the time. That's not possible. That's not realistic. And then so then after motivation, discipline kicks in, right? But I really see you this year trying to mold a better reality for yourself, the reality that you deserve. I feel like you really want to go from being this page to being this king. And that's why we have the Two of Wands here in the middle between these two. So here we have the Nine of Wands with this guy basically facing something that he has been postponing for a very long time. So then from a page, he can turn into a king. And exactly with this 9 and with this 10, we have here that also once you're going to face yourself, you're also going to be, more open perhaps to ask for help and, ask, how do I do this thing? I don't know how to do it. Here also why we have teamwork. Usually the 10 of Wands never really has, more than one person. It's always one person carrying the weight. But here we have these two people that are talking to each other about how it is that they can build this house, or, take these sticks and then bring them God knows where. So for this year, I see you being basically like setting yourself free from all the things that have been limiting you for all this time. You're going to take your own responsibility instead of blaming other people. You're going to take your own responsibility. You're going to do everything that you can do in order to turn into this king, because king or queen, it doesn't matter. Because you do know that you are this person. You do know. And now I feel like it's time for you to stop having this sort of mentality and then evolving to the next level. So it's going to be, I feel like you're going to be a complete different person by the end of the year with, a bunch of goals achieved, with a bunch of stuff, So I feel like there's going to be the year in which you will turn everything around, and the rest of your life is going to be completely different by the choices that you're going to make this year. So it's pretty powerful. Okay, Cancer, this is all that I have for you. If it made sense, please leave a comment, and we're going to be seeing each other next time, okay? Bye-bye.